and Simple never plays into that round. This one isn't live, but yeah, that would have been a very different round if either, Idis Balance didn't peak or the doors weren't switched, because Simple could have flashed his teammate in, Boomich probably goes in, gets one, dies, and then Simple has a one-on-one. That's what he wants. So that's a really unlucky situation, but good active post-plant play for Spirit to be peaking and looking for kills. 6-3. We're waiting for the restart on this round currently as Navi called a stop. No damage has been done, so no issue here doing so, and everyone respects it.
Yeah, I feel as well, like, that kind of situation with Flamey and an AWP, so often we say that AWPs reign supreme on Dust 2, but I can't help but feel if he had an Augur or an M4, they probably locked that down. He'd just spray through that smoke, and you saw the player that really did the damage was some Die Young jumping up on the boxes after the lurk smoke. And that's what wrecked them. It's like when you have the AWP, you don't want to just be wildfiring into the smoke, because it takes you a few seconds to put another bullet in the chamber and then fire again. That's going to put even more emphasis and pressure on Electronic, who's that second player in. So by playing a bit more passive, it actually was in the wheelhouse of Spirit, and they did such a great job. And now, as you said, it's not actually live. We had a player, I think, drop or have some issues. So it is 3-6. We're going to redo this round. It will be with 2 AWPs in the hands of Navi and 1, obviously, for Idis Balance. But again, their economy, Hugo. Spirit, yeah, you won the round, but if you lose this, you're back into eco territory.
And that's exactly what Navi want, right? Building into this game, and a strong start for Spirit. What was initially a 5-0 could quickly turn in on their head. We haven't even seen Navi's T-side. That's, to me, what I'm most excited for, right? Like, we know Spirit are very capable in this map. It is their pick for a reason, but, Navi, like, it's almost like a meme at this point where you see good Dust 2 teams only win it when they don't pick it. So will that be the case here again for Navi? It's something that G2 meme about a lot, like Nexus saying, oh, yeah, like, if we pick it, we lose it, basically. And so, for Spirit, that's not been the case, man. Neither for VP, like, 2 CIS teams that have commonly picked Dust 2, and commonly come out well, rather, but to do it against, one of the best teams in the world, real cojones for Spirit. And we'll see them put to the test after, or when we get back in, rather. I think, Perfecto timing out isn't a good sign either for Navi, so hopefully he can rejoin. I remember the other day, I think it was Perfecto who had to move building mid-game in that Gambit Youngsters match. Oh, actually, it was like after the first map he had to move because, I don't know, tech problems. So, hoping that's not the case here in this grand final. Navi don't want to stop. They're on a bit of a roll right now. Spirit did find the previous round, but Navi, like you say, looking for that reset.
Just trying to think of where Spirit go from here, because by and large most of their earlier rounds off the back of the pistol were just these long hits, super aggressive long hits, but they've just shown they can still hit B. I haven't really seen them try and wrap middle too many times. I'm curious if that's maybe a play that's going to be coming in. Catwalk has been a fairly scarce positioning. When they have pushed it, Simple had them in his back pocket, so maybe that's one of the reasons that they've thought twice. And he had Electronic with a triple spray down against an E-code up team, so maybe that wraparound is something else that will be kind of reverberating around the back of their minds, is whether they should pull that one out. But then again, when Navi have 2 AWPs, I think it does give them a little bit more freedom to traipse Flamey around those kind of situations and try and hold down mid and catwalk. Especially, again, we often goes back to this point, Hugo, but it is such a huge change is those doors being switched around. It affords way more maneuverability for the CTs to actually play, sometimes no players on B. Just play middle watching into B through the doors.
Yeah, I've loved what we've seen from the door changes and how it's made this map even just that little bit fresher, man. Like, I feel like one thing I love about Counter-Strike is I don't think we need like massive updates, but it would be nice to have like these small occasional map changes just to feel things out, just to see what's better, and we often come out glad we've done them, even in the short term if they feel wrong. Remember when CSGO changed the gun sounds, all the guns, all the weapons, the audio just completely changed, and we hated it, Vince. Well, I guarantee if you go back and you watch those old or listen to those old AK sounds, they are disgusting. So time fixes everything, even hate.
That's a very philosophical way of looking at it, Hugo, and I agree. I actually went back and listened to it. It sounds so tinny.
Yeah.
It gave you like a headache now. It has way more bass to it, which is ideal, and I agree. I definitely 100% agree with you. I'd like to see little incremental changes at most. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. CS is at the top of esports for a reason. The maps are great as they are, but I do love this change. It's just a shame it took so long for it to come in.
Look, Valve time, okay, they work on a different clock to the one we do, Vince. It's actually broken their clock, so worth keeping that in mind. But hey, they made the change. That's what matters, right? It's not about better late than never. That's what I say. And we might be back here. We might be live and into the action in round number 10. Restored in game 6-3 in favor of Spirit and Navi. They're going to win that first long fight. 3 players here going through the smokes. They will get traded, but Boomich grenade does damage. And Magic's is trapped by his teammate. Idis Balance didn't leave, and that gets Magic's killed. He was trying to jump away. He was on 4 health, and Idis Balance has just sent his teammate to the morgue.
That is an absolute nightmare, isn't it? Like, so much blocking, so many flashes, smokes. It was a real mess, a real disaster. And Navi gonna be licking their lips at the prospect of a 4th round and a reset for Spirit. They do at least have the bomb. It didn't spill out on long, which would have pretty much been the final nail in the coffin. At least a 2v4 is somewhat salvageable, but it's going to be without any smokes. Only the one flashbang. And Chopper and Idis Balance going to be thinking about pushing through middle, but Simple has an idea that this could be coming up. He's watching both catwalk and mid simultaneously from the car position with the AWP. And it's going to be hard to see how Team Spirit feasibly get anything done. He may get wide swung from Chopper, but now he spots him, and of course Simple will not miss that chance, leaving Idis Balance all alone against the world.
Times like these you want to save, but, well, will Navi let you? I think is the big question here. His balance coming in from lower. 30 seconds, and no one getting aggressive. Navi don't hunt haven't hunted in this game. They have just been passive in these times where there are a couple of players alive and they don't seem to be doing all too much. So Idis Balance looking for a B pick. If he gets it, he might commit, but Flamey's also holding with an AWP from the barrel, so safe decision for Idis Balance not to go into that angle. He's being flanked as well. Boomich is coming through catwalk, and while they're not clearing lower, there are players nearby, so oh dear, here comes Perfecto. Now, Scoped AWP should win this fight every time. Probably not an issue, and Idis Balance gets out with his gun and his life. It's, of course, a saved weapon into an eco, though, so things are getting better for Navi and not for Spirit.
Yeah, things slightly starting to turn back around for Navi. He's still certainly a couple steps behind, but he did discuss this on the desk, that Spirit's T side is typically stronger than their CT side, so I'm not sure if it's a case of burning through their better half, and if they can't get a vast lead, if they're going to struggle and slip and slide. But Navi now up against the AWP, safe from Idis Balance, and he's going to punish Simple for that wide swing. Best possible start on the side of Spirit. And Navi, they're going to be a bit anxious now and apprehensive as to how this round may come down.
Yeah, they also don't know what Spirit are bringing in, right? It may be 4 or 3 Glocks and a Deagle, but they don't know that. For all Navi knows, Spirit could have forced it. The information has been lacking. Simple, he didn't see anything. He just got killed by an AWP. So, as Spirit group towards A, this is a very winnable round, even with the lack of weaponry. As long as you can get guns in your teammates' hands for that post-spawn, even if you don't, the Deagle needs to stay alive for mid. I'd love to see that at the back of the pack. They're just going to run around the corner. They're going to chase Electronic on the site. How many can he get? Bomb drop, player in spawn, getting closer. Electronic stalling it with a smoke. I like the play, but it will give away the plant to Spirit.
It does give them away the plant, but they want the round. They're okay sacrificing a little bit of money as long as they can get their hands on a 5th. Flamey now going to be nading and smoking, allowing him safe passage, at least partially through on towards the site, and now Perfecto with the AK, stinging onto some Die Young. AWP shot from Flamey, leaving Idis Balance. It is the safe weapon, and he has to wide swing this if he wants to try and stop it. Good first pick, the bomb's planted for him as well. You know, this is doable. This is very doable. The only last player left is Perfecto, and he's just watched the rest of his team get dismantled around him. Idis Balance is on for the ace as well, by the way. He misses the shot. But there's not enough time. He's won the round.
Oh my. I thought that was done, Vince. I was about to say, well played from Spirit. They did the best with what they had, man. They got a plan. They made it close, but they don't just make it close. They take the eco, 3 Glocks, unarmored Glocks, and it's Idis Balance to just send them in and deal with all the opponents. Navi played that round as well as you can, but I don't know. Idis Balance, what a tank. We said we needed him to show up in this second map if Spirit wanted any chance. Well, he is 12-4 right now. He is top of the server and making Spirit win eco round. So Navi, they are not going to be happy. Perfecto didn't buy a gun. Vince, Perfecto bought armor. He has 3.7. He didn't buy a gun. Oh, he just gets there in time. He had a couple of seconds left to buy. Whoa, this game is a mess right now.
Oh, it is. And, you know, if Navi were on the receiving end of a B rush there, Perfecto was completely out of position. That would have nearly been a free sight. Now, of course, there's no way Spirit to know this, but if that just happened to be the round that they just went for the all-out good old CIS rush B, that could have been curtains for Navi. And Navi, very low utility. Their chance, golden opportunity to get back into this half was squandered. Idis Balance having a huge round now, looking for more. That flick onto Boomich is delightful. And Magix has got one. The aggression from Electronic with the MP9. Are you kidding me? He's pushed the Molotov and through the fire and the flames. Navi have the player advantage.
No way. Just when you think this game can't go any more crazier than it already has been. Young's in B. Perfecto knows he's letting him take the site, but he's playing a gamble here. He's got his teammates covering his back, luckily. There's the jump up from Young. Simple waiting. He's seen the jiggle. He's seen the peek. He won't fire until he's got a clear shot, but that shot will never appear. Young takes the bomb and goes for the plant. Molly on the door. He's not going to go for it. He's waiting. He's being patient, letting his teammate rack the lower tunnels. Is he going to flank mid? Perfecto's push through the molly. I love the heroic play. He does what Electronic got away with earlier, and now with the bomb dropped and wrapping back through the tunnels, it's mere 10 seconds, no time, no chance, and the orb is going to get saved by Simple. I love that from Navi. Not only the push through the Molotov for Electronic, but Perfecto throwing his life into the B-bomb site, taking the bomb down. I mean, if he dies there, it just puts Navi in a 2-on-2, and they can still win that round anyway, so it's definitely worth the risk.
Oh yeah, and it delays the bomb plant, so it puts the other two players in really good post-plant positions, or potentially to push in afterwards. Really well played from Perfecto, and no time and no money. Now, Spirit, they have to force in. This is another great chance. Here they come through a long flashbang tossed in, but the hold is more than good enough. Flamey and Boomich repel them with ease. And Idis Balance and some die young. Now I've got to try and make this Deagle and Scout work.
Yeah, it's not quite a Glock and an AWP, but maybe it can do. No, take that back immediately. Simple. In middle, removing the Scout. And some die young. He's up catwalk, but I don't think Electronic is going to give him a plant anytime soon. Very passive indeed. Electronic no longer in a position where those windows can block his head. They have been moved up just that little bit. And, well, he will fire back. Sunday Young, not going to get finished off. But he's just delaying the inevitable. Boomich on the wraparound. That's a good kill. But it's not going to have any consequence, I say, with laboured breath, or bated breath, because Boomich took a second on that spray, but he does get the kill. He's 14-8. He's looking good, and Navi are getting better and better in this game. They're still down by 1 round, but with this full eco from Spirit, that's going to let Navi equal things out.
Oh yes, things should start to fall into place for Navi. Full blocks and 1 flashbang, and it's looking like it's going to be a B hit, and flash over and then charge behind it, but that smoke is going to make things a little bit more scary. Perfecto in prime position to pad them stats nicely. There's the flash, use the spray. Perfecto only gets 1 actually, and Simple with the look tailor-made, but whips out his Deagle, and he's taking off heads left and right. Takes a couple of dinks, he's down to 19 HP. Now he can just stall for his teammates to arrive. Well done, Simple.
That's so good, man. At least Perfecto had a gun, right? He mops up a lot of damage. He slows them down. It's so funny as well because we've seen Navi play that same position twice, close towards the tunnels, and Spirit both times have popped that flash for that exact position, not getting dodged. And, well, you can't see it when it's through a smoke, of course. And both, Perfecto shooting in the middle of the smoke, both walls are filled with T. Spirit are pushing the left and right side, so he's just shooting into the void. Luckily, Simple's there with his Deagle. And he has been a lot more mobile in some of these rounds for Navi. I think that's had great success. This time he's solo long. I like the switch up. He definitely can't push here, which is a bit of a shame. But if this ends A, he will be able to retake from that position as well. So jump up towards cat here for Spirit Bomb getting left around, and we've seen them do this before where they fake a cat play and go back towards B, so do be wary of that. Perfecto, he's wary of the B tunnels, but somebody else is hiding behind the pillar, and he's going to get the drop on him. Flamey doesn't want to give anything more away, will just fall back into B. Does that tempt Spirit into B though? Because they're up catwalk, but Navi have been running double B setups every single round, and so that's just been hard.
Maybe anticipating an over-rotation from middle, or Spirit just have a read. They feel more confident when it comes to the A hits. Most of their rounds have been off the back of A hits. We've had a couple skatey ones over on B. Boomich up close on the double doors, can actually hear for information for his teammates. They decide to wrap back around again, which they're going to do, and so much damage to Magic's and Mia, but no kills. And even trade in middle, it's a 2v3, but now Flamey is stuck, and he's isolated, and he's all alone. The lone wolf is hungry. But Flamey is going to have to try and fend for himself. 25 seconds to go. He's not going to be able to deny the bomb plant. And it's unlikely he's going to be able to clutch this. But Hugo, it's the last round of the half. He's going for it.
Yeah, he's got to. Boomish and Midman, I think he wanted to get ahead of that cat play and flank fast. But yeah, they just